Alright, so we have a KJ M9 Beretta, which we are all probably very familiar with. The KJ Beretta, at least the forums and message boards that I frequently view, the KJ M9 has a reputation of being very durable. And here is another KJ M9. Notice that the hammer is not stock. This is supposed to be a M9 IA. I think it's supposed to be like a real-life Beretta Elite 1A or something. It has this straight back kind of grip. This is called a vertec grip. It's supposed to come with like a hollowed out inside hammer here. It has a light rail underneath. It's a little wider and thicker here, and the profile of the front of the trigger guard is also more like a M9A1, you know, the Marine Corps one. The front sight seems to be meant to look like dovetailed in front sight, and the front of the slide is a slightly different profile compared to the stock Beretta. And the barrel is slightly shorter. There's a Brigadier slide. As you can see, the grip panel has this kind of unique design in it. The medallion is KJ instead of Beretta. The texture on the magazine release is serrated instead of the M9's circles. The front of the slide, there are serrations for better grip, for like competition chamber checking or something. I think it's somewhat of a competition thing. The extractor is clearly just a mold line, as well as the trigger safety, firing pin block safety. The rear side is also a slightly different profile and dovetailed in, or at least it's meant to be like a dovetailed in rear sight. It's a slightly different design. I think ASG Berettas are also the same thing. I'm not very familiar with the US use of Airsoft distributors and licensing companies calling the Airsoft guns as their own, because maybe they can get a lot of different actual Airsoft manufacturers to do their different models. So you have a wide range of different companies and different kind of qualities and price points. I think it is perhaps more helpful if we call these by their actual manufacturer's name instead of the distributor's name. But I'm not sure if the ASG one is exactly the same. Maybe some specs inside, maybe some springs and buckings and whatever is swapped out, or maybe the manufacturer is different. I don't know. Here is the KJ Beretta M9 that I have. Is clearly not stock. Someone has modified the back end of this. I don't know why. It seems to be fairly even on either side, and it doesn't look like, the jagged edges of it smacking on something and breaking off. So this is probably done with like a hand tool, very slowly to, round off the edges and all that. But it looks weird. I don't like it, and I don't know why someone would do this. The trays are added afterwards, probably laser engraving. The grip panels are probably not stock because they have a little play in them, and the bottom end stick out a little more than the up top. And this paint job, originally I thought I looked out because old KJ's paint job tend to flake off, and you can see the gray metal we all are fairly familiar underneath, and this one isn't like that. So I thought, hey, this is a very good condition KJ Beretta with some trades. I like the grip panels, it's nice, until I saw this. I don't know if you can see it, but it seems like the grip panels are spray painted over as well. This part seems like the spray paint chipping off and revealing the plastic, another kind of gray underneath. And there are obviously a lot of flaws in the paint. And originally I thought it was like the original paint bubbling up, but looking now, it seems like this is spray painted over very shoddily, and it is filled, absolutely filled with dust trapped in this paint. The bastard that painted this probably lived like in a damn dust house made of dust brick or something. There is so much dust trapped in this paint job. So yeah, I kind of hope that I didn't notice this paint chip at this point. Anyway, back to the main point of the video. I saw the Beretta, I think it's called a XM96E1, which is not a real thing, appear in the new remake of the Resident Evil 4 video game. It was used by Wesker as his standard sidearm. It has less ammo but more power. And XM96, it hints that the pistol is a Beretta 96, which is a Beretta 92 chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson, which will explain the lower ammo count and higher power. It is correctly identified as a Beretta 96 vertec inox by other like gaming wikis and other YouTube channels. Inox, I've searched it up, is shorthand for stainless steel in Italian. A little bit of a difference from the in-game model is that the grip panel, the in-game version, just completely deletes the logo part of the grip, and there are front serrations. And the front side of the in-game model is silver. That is probably not a good idea in real life because silver reflects light, and you probably want a black front side to have a better side picture. And the front and back serration of the grip are straight, much like the Airsoft version we have here. Anyway, so I wanted to make one of those pistols because I think it is very cool to have a vertec grip Beretta. I think it probably will fit my hands a little better, and I like custom pistol kind of stuff. So when this pop up for like only $20, I snagged it very quickly. After searching the internet, I found probably better candidates. So the in-game version doesn't have a Brigadier slide. So if I'm going to use this, I'll have to swap the top end of that pistol. Other kinds of Berettas, including KJ, they offer a Beretta vertec. So it comes with no Brigadier slide and vertec grip. There are like licensed Beretta M9A3 models made by KSC and SRC, and those comes with vertec grips, no Brigadier slide, but a threaded longer barrel, which is probably easily fixable. That could also be a pretty good candidate because, you know, I like the Beretta trademarks, and the general setup of the pistol is fairly close to the in-game one, minus the longer barrel and the silver finish. Actually, let's swap the top end between these two pistols and see what it looks like. Wow, with a simple change, it seems the vertec grip one is a lot more proper, at least to me now. I don't know if it's because of the trade or the paint being not completely flaking off on top. It's nice. The front side is now the Beretta M9 type, so it is a part of the slide. It is not a separate piece, so this might explain why the front side is silver in the game. This might not be that bad of a option, although KJ themselves offer this configuration, minus the trades obviously. And here we have a smooth, no rail and traditional style grip, but with a silver barrel and brigadier slide and front and rear serrations. This looks a lot like the samurai edge in game as well, so perhaps this is not that bad of a option if you are a big Resident Evil fan or something. But it's probably easier to just get a vertec samurai edge and a M9A3 and modify that. It's spray painted silver and chop the barrel or something. Another big hurdle that might happen if I decide to do this is that the front serrations are probably not that easy to recreate without like a mill or something, because yeah, it's not as easy as one might think to file flat and have evenly gapped, evenly deep serrations like this. There is a very good channel on YouTube called Jared AF or something. He makes very good videos. I suggest if you are interested in target shooting or real steel kind of stuff, you can check out his videos. And one of his recent videos talked about him hand serrating a 1911 slide with some hand tools and some guides and jigs and whatnot. And it is a pretty good eye-opener. Yeah, if I try to do this, it's probably going to fail miserably. Thanks for watching. See you next time.